me if you're new. Today I'm going to be talking about the Little Mermaid. I think this is called the Deluxe Edition doll. Yes, Deluxe Mermaid Ariel. Now this is an Ariel based on, I think her name's Halle Bailey, from the 2023 version, live action of the Little Mermaid, which was a movie that I really enjoyed. I'm not going to be unboxing this doll just because I have a person in mind for it as a gift, but since I did order it and I do like to talk about dolls and I am a Little Mermaid stan, I thought I would just share it with you guys on the channel because the person that is receiving this is a 5-year-old, so they're probably not watching this video. But let's discuss the doll and I'll take you through all of her details. On the top, she has a molded golden crown. It has a seashell and like a pearlescent kind of design. There's a star on the side. I'm not sure if you're able to see through the plastic, but on one of the sides, there's a little star in there. Where is it? It's on this side. There's some shells and it's just like a golden shell crown. She has details in her hair that I really love. There's like a little pearl there that you can see is wrapped into her hair. And in the display picture, you can kind of see there's all these little clips through her hair, which are really, really pretty. And kind of remind me of the ones that she has in the movie. And I really like that they included those because I feel like they didn't really have to, but for the deluxe doll, they really did pull out the stops with putting in accessories like that that are sculpted. She also has a sculpted bracelet here, or like a wristband, you could say. She has a elasticated kind of looking top. It looks like it's a stretchy material. I can see that the fabric is ruched and stretched in different places. And it ombres from blue to purple. And it has some tulle along the top there. And there's also some transparent straps that I'm assuming are, you know, the elastic. She, of course, comes with a very iconic stand of this doll, which is the most appealing part to me, which is why I got her. And the stand is super cool because it's like water, so it's like swirling up. And I feel like that is, in my opinion, the most innovative part of this doll. She has articulation at the neck, regular articulation. She also has shoulder, elbow articulation and wrist articulation, which is pretty decent. I can't speak on the legs, but I'm assuming from the way that her knees are positioned that she has some sort of knee articulation, if that's bend and snap or an articulated joint, I'm not sure. And of course, hip articulation. I'm not sure about her ankles at all. We have the similar kind of stretchy material on her tail that ombres from green down to purple, ending in pink at the base. It has a scale fish print kind of mermaid scale design in holographic silver all the way down, and a little bit of tulle at the top looped around in a very like Disney Ariel looking waistband style, which I do like. I think her hair color looks really pretty and the skin tone is like pretty accurate as well. I think that the face up is pretty decent and I like that she has rooted lashes. However, I do think that the accuracy of the rooted lashes isn't superb. I think that the lashes can be a little wonky. It's not my favorite rooting I've ever seen on a lash. She does also have, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see. Yeah, you can. She also does have a printed baby hairline on, which I do think looks nice. Overall, I think this is a pretty sculpt. And I think that it is a pretty face up. Like, she actually does have a nice face. It's just like not my favorite accuracy on the lashes. It's not the worst accuracy either. I do think it's an interesting detail that her lashes appear to be a very, very dark brown rather than pure black. And I thought that was an interesting touch. I wish that her hair was more micro braided because it seems like only some sections of her hair on the top are micro braided, and I kind of wish they'd done it through her whole head of hair because I feel like in the movie she is a whole full head of micro braids. So I wish they'd done that with the doll. I feel like maybe that was a corner that they cut, or locks. Sorry, I'm not sure if she's wearing, I think she has locks in the movie actually. These are locks, they're not actually braided now that I'm looking at it. They're like twisted, but I feel like they should have done more of her hair because it's only the rooted parting line that they've done with that, and they could have done more of it, I feel. What else do I want to talk about with her? The fin is really pretty. I don't love all the tulle, but I do understand how it does match the vibe of the live action tail they did in, I'm assuming, CGI, I'm not sure. And then also the fins are just like printed onto separate pieces of fabric, which are pretty. It's not my favorite just because I'm a bit more of a cartoon Ariel stan, as you can probably tell by my hair color. But I do like the live action, so I do think this is a really pretty doll. Let's talk about the rest of the packaging. I don't imagine that people are keeping this doll in box as much just because she is a pretty nicely articulated doll, and she's nice on the doll stand, and I think she's going to be a fun doll to play with. It just says The Little Mermaid. It has a little picture of Sebastian down here. It just says Deluxe Mermaid Ariel. The background of the box, we just have an under the sea theme with a little cutout under the sea over here. We don't have any accessories. I would have liked if she came with maybe the little green mermaid that she finds in Eric's place in the movie, or some other trinket that she had in the movie. I would have appreciated just like one accessory for her to hold. I feel like would have been nice, even if that was the classic doll hairbrush. She doesn't have any earrings or necklace. Yeah, that's all I really have to say about the doll herself in here. We have this interestingly shaped cutout. It kind of looks like a bubble or a shell of some sort, just with these scalloped edges. She has a gold design outlining her window for her that wraps around the sides of the box. I'm not too sure what the shape is meant to represent. Maybe a shell. I'm not sure. Or a scale. Anyway, on the side here, we've just got Little Mermaid, Deluxe Mermaid Ariel, and then we've got Flounder down on this side. On this side, we just have Little Mermaid, Deluxe Mermaid Ariel, and then the water, and then under the sea, kind of a under the sea scene down here. There's no character on this side, so we only have Sebastian there and Flounder over there on the packaging. And in the back, we have a picture of the doll, of course. There is not a lot of detail on the back of the doll. It just says the same thing in other languages. That is what the bottom of the box looks like. This is what the barcode looks like. I'm not sure if that means anything to anyone. She was one that I ordered off Amazon. And this is what the top of the box looks like. Very simple packaging. I don't think that people would be keeping this doll in box because I just think that the box is quite simple. I think she's going to be a lot more fun out of box, unless you are very, very special about this doll. I think that she'll be more fun to play with than keep in box, in my opinion. I just don't think this is like the most intricately designed packaging, or anything. It doesn't feel particularly special for me in terms of the packaging. I do think that it would be fun to receive as a kid, though. I think this is going to be fun. Anyway, thanks so much for watching this little short overview of the live action 2023 Little Mermaid. I really liked this movie, to be honest. I know that it was a controversial one. Not everyone did like it, but I'm a Little Mermaid stan, so it ticked a lot of boxes for me as a fan of Little Mermaid. I do wish we had more outfits. I would have liked to have seen her in a pink dress that was not like the final dress. I wish we'd seen her in a proper wedding dress, some things like that, that would have done a bit more fan service for someone like me. But overall, it was a good movie, and I liked the soundtrack. She's a great singer, and I loved the further development of Eric's character. That was probably the highlight for me, was like diving into who Eric is as a person more, made it a lot more fun for me. And I loved Eric's song. That was a great one. Anyway, that's enough about that. If you enjoyed this video, you can give it a thumbs up. You can check out my channel. I do quite a few doll reviews, and I talk about other stuff as well. If you want to see more content from me, you can follow me on Instagram at EmilyTitch20. That's where I post the most. And then YouTube as well. I post both of these platforms the most. I'm on other platforms as well, also at EmilyTitch20 if you want to see even more of me. Or else I'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.